What up, Laker fam? It's your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap. As the Lakers continue to slide, man, now a 5-game losing streak. All right. So all the apologists that were saying, oh, it's only preseason, or oh, we gotta give this team time to gel, or I hope they magically disappear, man, because there's no excuses for this. All right. Yes, we're missing AD, but we were in the game at the half. Very questionable decision making from the coaching staff in the second half. And Russ didn't repeat the same half he had. I guess it was just a one-hit wonder in the first half. But you know, LeBron was horrid as well. The whole team in reality was horrible. I mean, the turnovers, we had what, 22, 23 tonight? Ridiculous. You can't win a game like that, especially without Anthony Davis. I told you guys we needed almost everything to go perfect for this to be a win. And unfortunately, it looks like the Lakers just mailing it in, man, to be honest with you. They tried really well for the first half. And the Lakers we settled for threes. We don't have shooters, guys. We're 9 for 29 again. Shout out to Troy Brown Jr. who actually hit 4 threes, but outside of him, nobody could really hit, man. This team is an embarrassment at this point. We're not well put together. Rob Pelinka needed to be under fire, to be honest with you, because like we're the laughing stock of the NBA. Guys are dancing, having a good time out there. The opposition, they're mocking us. It's ridiculous. And yeah, I mean, from here to Sunday, they make no trades. You already know. My promise is there. We're going to go boycott. We're going to go to Staples sometime next week. I'm busy this weekend. If not, I would have been over there tonight. But, I got to tell you, man, this team has truly taken away all of the joy of watching the Lakers. And it's just really sad, man. Bron needs to stop shooting threes. The whole team. That goes for the whole team. Everybody but Troy Brown Jr. should not have shot a single three. It was horrendous, man. And here's somebody I really want to critique because he was talking a lot of shit before he got on the Lakers. He had 29 minutes and he was minus 21. Usually I don't look at the plus minus, but Patrick Beverley has been horrible. All right, has been horrible. Like this dude cannot buy a bucket. He's not helping us floor space. He's not being that dog. He has 0 steals tonight. So what are you doing out there in the starting lineup if you're not going to live up to the hype? Like, I never liked this dude because I thought he was overhyped. But so far, the first 5 games, confirmed. Prove me wrong, man. Come out here and play your heart out. I needed him to be clapping in the opponent's face just like when he faced us. I knew it was all for show. Show me something, man. Patrick Beverley hasn't hit anything. He can't even hit the side of the backboard. This dude is struggling bad. Noel, shout out, thank you for the super chat. He said Rob Pelinka running this same team back without a move in the offseason is an indictment. Buddy and Miles dropped 50 plus. Yep, that makes matters worse. What makes matters worse is that both Buddy Hield and like my boy right here said, Buddy Hield and Miles Turner just went off. So the trade that we've been liking in the offseason, besides the Kyrie Irving trade, is looking even more far-fetched now. And clearly they would have helped out, especially tonight. Like on a night, I've always said, I would definitely like to trade for Miles Turner because on a night like tonight where Anthony Davis misses, what happens, right? You have a backup big there that could step in and put in some numbers. But hey, yeah, I think we're going to have to hit up crypto next week for sure. For sure next week. Patrick Beverley gave this game to the Timberwolves. That's what I'm saying. Tyler, that's what I'm saying. Like, Pat Bev needs to prove it to me. He showed me one good game this season. And which one was it? Was it the one he had versus the Clippers? I think it was the one he had versus the Clippers. I don't remember. He had one good game, and it still ended up in a loss. It's still not enough. Look, man, the construction of this team is horrible. That's why we critiqued all these guards, and it looks even worse now. I'll say this. The one silver lining was Troy Brown Jr., who actually knocked down 4 threes and played solid defense. But LeBron James also had a horrible game. He was minus 13 tonight. Dude needs to cut down on the turnovers, all right? Now, he only did have 3, but he's leading the league in total. So some of these turnovers are timely. Russ had a good first half, but the second half, he reverted back. He ends up with 18 points. It looks good on the stat sheet. But 5 turnovers. Again, these turnovers drive me wild, guys. The whole team turning the ball over drive me crazy because you can't afford to do this, especially with no Anthony Davis. You can't afford to turn the ball over the way that the Lakers are just so careless. My boy Joseph, shout out to him for the Cash App. He said, for no playoffs again, I'm calling it. Man, we're 0-5 in the West. That's tough. Oh, by the way, the schedule is not getting any better. The schedule is not going to get any better, man. I'm going to tell you right now. The schedule people making fun of us, and rightfully so, because we're that team now. We're that joke of a team right now. Is we built this roster poorly. The Nuggets, we face the Nuggets on Sunday, then the Pelicans on Wednesday. By the way, they've been playing good basketball. The Jazz, they're supposed to be the easy win on the schedule, and what? So we could be 0-8 to start. Then the Cavs 0-9, and the Jazz run it back and beat us again 0-10 to start. When are they going to make the trade? I'm begging Jeanie Buss. I'm being really nice. Tough, man. It's really hard, guys. It's really hard. I mean, we're gonna ride or die. We're gonna, we're gonna affect. We're gonna. Thanks, Arthur. I appreciate your concern, man, but I doubt it, brother. I appreciate you, bro. He said, "I'm not making fun of you." That no, I know, but it's one of those things, man. That is just, what is the solution? I ran out of positive thoughts for this team. I'll say very few positive. Here's the problem with this team. If one player plays good, the other one doesn't, right? Russell had a good first half. LeBron didn't. LeBron had an okay, but much better second half. Russ didn't. You see what I mean? We can't get on the same page. And then we had our boy Lonnie Walker, who's been balling lately. He threw up this game, only 6 points, -3, 3 for 10. Horrible, man. The shooting from the whole team is horrible, honestly. Wenyen Gabriel actually, was a +10. Austin Reeves was a +11. So the bench did better. You can attribute that to Westbrook having that great first half, or just the individual players' talent. But look, at the end of the day, man, this team is just not good enough to compete. I've been watching a lot of League Pass this season, and we don't even, the Jazz look like a contender compared to us. And I'm not saying they are. Clearly, they're not. They're just obviously a good, hungry team for now. But they look, we're making them look like a contender compared to us. That's how bad we are. This is beyond rock bottom, man. We're scraping the bottom of the sea at this point. Don Terry, appreciate you, bro. You said we got 15 more games to go, according to Rob. Rob needs to get fired if he can't get his shit together. I'm gonna tell you straight up. And I've been very patient, but this is strike 3. We're 0-5, and if you can't make a trade by tomorrow or the day after, bro, need to go. Because it's the West. What are you planning on going 10 games in the 500 and thinking of catching up? That's how you risk an injury to LeBron or AD, who already got hurt, by the way. These guys, what are they doing? What is the plan? At least I'll say this, man. We always used to have a plan. Like I said, when we were tanking, we knew that the future was bright. All right. When we started losing and fans got impatient, we knew that we were going to trade for a superstar. And it ended up being Anthony Davis after we acquired LeBron. Yeah, but I don't know what they're doing. And like I said, it makes matters worse because Buddy healed. And let me go look up the stats for the Indiana Pacers, just so y'all can know how bad it is. If we would have did this trade, Miles Turner, people were calling him a scrub. He's not worth it, yada, yada, yada. I keep saying he's my favorite piece in the trade. 27 points, +20, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks. That's the player that's not worth it? You know what I mean? Like, that's the player that's not, please. That's the type of piece that can help put you over the top. And then Buddy Hield, 25 points, +10 in the plus-minus, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 for 9 from beyond the arc. 5 for 9 from shooting over 50% from beyond the arc. Think about that. Right? So it's truly sad that Rob has really dropped the ball, man. A lot of decisions he could have made should have been better. Blue Diamond Gem said, at least we got our pick in a historically good draft. That's not a good thing because our pick is about to get swapped, brother. I hate to inform you, man. But our pick is about to get swapped out for the Pelicans. The Pelicans fans are the happiest right now because they're like, oh, yes, we can make the playoffs and still get a lottery pick. That's how they're looking right now. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. And I will say this. I got to critique Darvin Ham again. I know he's a rookie coach, and I'm taking it easy on him. If not, I would have been all over him. But going small ball, you let Rudy Gobert get a 20-20 game on you. We really had no shot at the end once he did that. He put LeBron at center. That gave me horrible PTSD of Frank Vogel last season. I don't understand why these coaches continue to go small ball when clearly we stayed competitive with Damian Jones and Wenyen Gabriel getting heavy minutes. It is truly disheartening the way we ended this game. Like we could have at least ended in a silver lining, even though there's no more moral victories at this point. But man, again, going small ball when you don't have the personnel. I don't understand why coaches do it. First it was Frank Vogel, now it's Darvin Ham. They're going small You don't have the personnel to go small. You don't have the Currys and the Clays to space the floor. The whole point of going small is to give you better floor spacing and open up everything for shooters and open up lanes for slashers. And it's just bad, man. This team is constructed really, really poorly. Like I said, other teams look better than us that aren't supposed to be looking better than us. The Jazz, for God's sakes, look like they could run, planets around us at this point. Yeah, I don't know what to say, Laker Nation. I'm for the first time in probably my YouTube career, I'm pretty much speechless. I'm speechless. Like, that is sad. That is truly sad, right? And it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, what's going to happen? Like, my expectations and hopes have gone down. I no longer trust the front office to do the right move. They're taking too long. So they should have got it right in the offseason, to be honest with you. This is why I gave them a C-, and that was me being generous. All right, for the way they constructed this roster. People thought I was being harsh. Nah, I was being very generous. It could have easily been an F because they didn't trade away Russell Westbrook to get the shooting we needed. They added too many guards, not enough wings. We finally got a decent wing and Troy Brown Jr., but man, tough. Voice of reason. What's up, brother? You said Rob Pelinka, your team stink. Oh man, we got people out here rhyming, man. I love it. But yeah, look, listen, at the end of the day, there's only so much the fans can do. And I'm going to do everything in my power to apply pressure to them, But like I said, I'm not free this weekend. I'll be free after Tuesday. So if there's going to be a protest, it'll be after then, But they got enough time to make something happen. I mean, how much further do they want to slip before it becomes evident that they're punting away the season? And again, what do you guys think is going to happen if they don't do anything? You think LeBron's going to be happy about that? You think all he cares about is just passing Kareem's record? Nah, I doubt it. LeBron wants to compete. He's been in the finals almost every year of his career. Like, this dude has been in the finals 50% of his career. Like, there's no way he could be happy punting away the season just breaking a record. Right? This team has disappointed me even far more than I think last year's team, because I actually had hope for this year's team simply because, like I said, we had a new coach. AD was supposedly going to be healthy. Nah, man, this ain't it. He said, how long are the damn Lakers going to wait to make a trade? Stop wasting time. Exactly, brother. I don't understand where this logic is. Like, is it Rob Pelinka's pride that he doesn't want to accept the fact that he got destroyed in the Russell Westbrook trade? Like, is that what it is? John Solis, I appreciate you, bro. He said, Turner and Buddy Hield both had 20-plus points shooting the three well, and Turner had 5 blocks, and Rob didn't make this trade. And you know what? Now, if they try to pick up the phones and make that trade, the price is going to be hiked up. And rightfully so. They're balling and we're not. We look desperate. So that is the risk of waiting this long. This is why we wanted to trade it to happen in the offseason. This is why. Slime B, appreciate you, bro. He said, I think we need to blow it up. It's no trades worth giving up our last picks. The offense coach said we was going to run it. It's not going to happen. We are standing around. Well, we're standing around because there's no floor spacing, man. There's absolutely zero floor spacing. Like, teams can sag off of us and pack up the paint, and they know that if they contest late, whether it's Patrick Beverley or Westbrook or even LeBron, who's shooting, career lows from beyond the arc, we're probably going to brick. It's a brick fest up there, man. And we're breaking records. We are breaking records, shooting records, and not in a good way. In the worst way. We're making historically low shooting percentages. And again, 5 games below 500. We haven't won. Think about it, man. We've won 1 game in the last 11 games if you go back to preseason. And again, for those of you that were saying preseason didn't matter, this season it did. Because we needed to come out with a sense of urgency. Instead, we were arresting people left and right. We didn't let these players gel. And what is the coach going to say now? Oh, these guys need time to gel. You can't say that bullshit because you had the time to put them out there during the preseason and you chose not to. So there's no more excuses at all. At all. Hey, no spamming. No spamming, man. Spamming get blocked, bro. He said, Dan, I can't believe this roster. You were saying all off season we don't have wings or 3-point shooters. Yeah, but it's tough, Brayden. It's really tough. But yeah, it's one of those things. He said, set up the protest. Then it's set up. There's no official date. And the way I want to do it peaceful. So I'm going to give a couple of people DMs on Twitter because I don't want to. There's a couple of knuckleheads out there. You don't want clout chasers. You don't want to come through. So I'm not going to give them the date when I drop it. But for those of you that are interested, hit me up on Twitter. It's going to be a peaceful protest, but we're going to get our message across for sure if it comes to that. Again, they got a couple days to make it happen. I hope I don't have to, drive all the way down there and take time out of my day just to protest, but I'll do it. I will do it. And even if people look down on me, it's okay. I'm a diehard Laker fan, and we're going to represent the best way we know how. Hard on the sleeve. Theo, appreciate you, bro. Thanks. He said protest tomorrow. I can't make it out there tomorrow, man. I got my family out here in the weekend. He said Ham needed to settle on the starters and stick with them during preseason. I really liked Russ off the bench, but at this point, it's just not going to, it's not going to happen. The crowd is going to boo the shit out of the front office on Sunday. They're going to deserve every minute of it. If they don't make a trade by then, I'm telling you. Because, fans pay their hard-earned money. And if they don't get the product that they pay for, they deserve to be upset. And it's not like we haven't been patient. After we won the championship, we were very patient. Right? Year 1, knocked out of the first round of the playoffs. We made the wrong trades. Year 2, didn't even make the playoffs. Looking like, again, we made the wrong acquisitions. So what are we doing? Joseph, thanks for Cash App, bro. He said won't watch the game on Sunday, just another L, to be honest. I don't blame you, man. Robert, appreciate you, man. He said, these teams remind me of the Robert Sacre years. And that's the worst part, man. At least back then, we had draft picks to look forward to. Now, what do we have? It always feels like the Lakers are screwed over, Even back then, we were hoping that the draft picks were top 5 because they were top 5 protected. We could have easily got screwed over and lost their draft picks due to previous bad trades. So here's another scenario of another bad trade setting us up for a poor future. Russell Westbrook. Now you're either forced to punt this season away or you trade your assets and try to compete. What is the front office going to do? They got to do something. Theo, appreciate you, bro. He said, Rob got his extension. Who cares about the team? That's horrible, man. That is horrible. I told you guys he needed to be on the hot seat this season. And matter of fact, had she not gave him the extension, he could have been in conversation for being fired. But now that comes off of the board, right? Because he just got a fresh new extension. It would be unheard of for somebody to get an extension, they get fired immediately, right? So, man. He said trade LeBron, AD, and Westbrook. Well, LeBron is not eligible for trade. I just found this out as of last night. He's not eligible for trade till after the trade deadline, right? So what that tells you is that in the summer, basically, I don't know. The CBA is really ridiculous. They make up their rules. If you sign a player to an extension, you got to hold on to him till the summer. Why is that? I don't know. Dan, how could Jeanie let all of this happen? How? This really hurts, Dan. I know, Split. I know, and I usually don't tweet at Jeanie, man, but I'm trying to get through, bro. I'm trying to get through. I'm trying to really make stuff happen. How can Pelinka sleep at night? This man just got his extension. He's probably sleeping right next to his stacks of money. But look, the heat is about to get turned up. Okay. The longer they go on this losing streak, I think the more heat on this front office. And how much can they take? They're gonna just continue to turn a blind eye. It's like seeing a family member broke and on the streets, and you don't want to help them out. What's going on here? What is going on? He said, this team is worse than the 14-18 Lakers, man. He said, LeChump, 16%. For this whole team, it's infectious. I told you guys about shooting. Shooting is infectious. When one player starts shooting bad, they all start shooting bad. And instead of going away from that and being aggressive and taking it to the hole and doing different things, I was really disappointed to see that we had a 2-on-1 and LeBron settled for a 3-point shot. So, I don't know. Maybe he's tired. Maybe Father Time is coming for him now. I don't know. But yeah, it's very discouraging, man. It's hard. It's hard. Hector said, Dan, it's a bunch of free agents still. Eric Bledsoe? No. Eric Bledsoe's not on the market no more, bro. Go check the news on him. Ben McLemore? Now, I wouldn't mind him. Favors, DeMarcus Cousins, Hassan Whiteside. Come on, Pelinka, do something, bro, or quit. I agree. You got to do something. Laker fans not going to take this well. We're not going to just sit here and say, okay, you know what? Maybe the season is over. Let's just wait till next season till Russ comes off the books, and now we can hold on to our draft picks. And who cares if we suck this year? I have NBA League Pass anyway. What if we're not going to say that. What do they think Laker fans are going to say? Come on, man. This hurts bad. Spurs beat the Bulls. So Lakers never gotten a first overall pick since Magic, and we better not get that first overall pick. Man, that would be the cherry on top of a shitty season. Imagine we end up with the first pick and it's swapped. Man, there needs to be an emergency meeting with the Lakers headquarters to get this fixed. For sure, man. For sure. They should have did something 0-3. They should have really did something 0-4. And now 0-5. If you don't do nothing, man, it just shows that you don't care. You don't care. We can't afford to lose any more games. Yeah, again, the schedule's not going to get any easier, right? Let me just read you guys the next 10-game schedule. All right, we got the Nuggets, probably a loss. We got the Pelicans. The way we're playing, probably a loss. The Jazz, I wouldn't be shocked if that's a loss. That's 0-8. The Cavs, that's a loss. With this team, no shooting, that's a loss. 0-9. The Jazz, again, 0-10. The Clippers, I don't even want to say it. Skip. The Kings. All right, the Kings already swept us in the preseason. The Nets. Then the Pistons, all right, with young, hungry talent. That might be the first one of the season. And with 12, 13 games in? Nah, bro. This is a joke at this point. If they do nothing, they lose all credibility. It's that simple. Is that simple. If they do nothing after tonight, if we don't wake up to some news or by Sunday morning at least, when everybody's focused on football, they shock the world and make a trade, then they don't care about the season. It's that simple. And then they're going to have to hear us out. That simple, man. He said we might beat the Pistons. Maybe not. Maybe not. Jaden Ivey is nice. Cade Cunningham could go off. He's been going off lately. Isaiah Stewart might be looking for revenge for that bloody eye from last season. It's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. Joseph says, actually, Phil, appreciate you, man. Thanks for super chat. He said, Dan, we have become the laughingstock of the NBA. # Laker fan. That is true, man. That is true. We have. I don't know who the F we're going to beat. Everyone plays better than us. And they're playing with a sense of purpose. And they also have, they have, I feel like they have an identity compared to us. Like young teams, they're young and rebuilding. Older teams, they know who their veterans are. They have a pecking order. We're the only team with no identity. I thought we were going to be a defensive team. Well, not tonight. Tonight we went small ball. We give up a lot, right? We gave up over 110 points, right? 111 points.
You can't really ignore sensitivity nor your gum issues. I would say it's.
And look, I just got to pop up. That's how bad it is, man. He said Rob made us his laughing stock. The way he constructed the roster. That's true. It's all on him. It really is. Yeah, I'm not about to sit here and to suffer the trolls, man. If anybody says we're tanking for Victor Wembanyama, again, you're getting blocked. All right, that's simple. Because you should know the situation. All right, don't tell people to calm down if you know the situation. That's a problem. We don't have our draft pick, essentially. All right, it's going to get swapped out. The worse we do, the more likely it is going to get swapped out. So stop the trolling or educate yourself. Either one. He said, Dan, what's with these challenges when they still call it against the challenging team? They only change it to the other player. They only do it to the Lakers. I haven't seen, I haven't seen them do that to any other team at all. You know what I mean? I have not. Why on earth would you break up a championship team? Thanks, Rob. Facts. Des, that's the bottom line. That's where it all went south. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This man overfixed it to the point that he broke it, and it wasn't even broken. See, all the sarcasm is getting blocked, bro. I'm not with it today. I'm not with it. Usually, I got thick skin. I can take it, but not today. Is just really annoying. Like I'm not taking no sarcasm by you sassy ass little petty haters, man. He said, nobody can shoot. At least we get the Pelicans pick. Hope the Pelicans will start losing. They won't, Carlos. Unfortunately, bro. They will not. Ah, man. You know what I wish? I wish that they had a pick if they was going to get swapped before the lottery. That way they didn't know the exact positioning, but they get to see everything, man. They get basically the keys to whatever they want. Jeanie is the West Side Jim Dolan. No, I wouldn't go that far. James Dolan has never won a championship. Jeanie has. So I'm not going to go that far. But I will say she needs to get with the program because those people she has around her ain't doing no good. And Rob Pelinka is closer to deserving to get fired than deserving to get that extension. So major mess ups from her. She's going to have to be held accountable. You know, she's going to have to answer to all these tough media questions. I hate this for her. I was rooting for her, but you know, she if they don't act, they got something coming to them. You know, they're going to have to answer to the whole storm, you know, of negativity that's coming their way. Yeah, you hear the ice cream truck? Yeah, it is, man. It's out there. Shout out to the ice cream truck lady, though, man. She started on a little cart selling corn, and now she's out here selling everything, man, from Toasty Locos to corn on the cup. So she really balling out, man. She bought her own truck. So shout out to the corn lady. The neighborhood heroes out here. He said, guys, we start shooting better. It will be hard season, but let's stay positive. You can't stay positive, Derek. If there's no trade, the season is going to be over. You know, season's going to be over. There's no trade. Simple as that. If you pay attention to the way the league is operating, it's a wing-driven league. And also, they have bigs that are skilled, kind of like AD. You saw what Carl Towns did today. I can't stand him, but he cooked us in the absence of AD. You know, it's one of those things, man. It was just there's no more excuses. The Lakers have to get it right. He said Miles Turner and Buddy Hield have a great game tonight. That makes it worse. It's like throwing salt in the wound. That stings even more. He said, Dan, do you think the Lakers signed Josh Primo? I heard we didn't have the cap space because he was young, but he's going through some mental issues. He just tweeted about it. So he's probably going to be away from basketball for a while. Prayers up for Josh Primo, man. You hate to see it, you know, but whatever he's going through, hopefully he gets through that and gets back to basketball because he's extremely young. How old is he? 19, 20? When are we going to start holding Jeanie responsible? She gave Rob an extension for what? Oh, we're holding her. Listen, we're holding her responsible right now. Like I said, next week, I might be at their doorstep. They do nothing. They do nothing by the weekend. It's coming, guys. It's coming, you know. Do the Lakers got a first-round pick in 2024? I think it depends on the Pelicans. They can either choose to take the 2024 pick or the 2025 pick. So they're probably going to wait to see how our roster looks in 2024 or 2025. Again, they could just sit back and wait. If we get a good draft pick, they're going to snag it up. I don't like the CBA the way it works. It should just be, you know, solidified like before they know the results. But it is what it is. They played us nicely. I mean, they got the maximum out of the AD trade, and we got a championship. So I guess it worked both ways. We really should have dominated the next 3 to 4 years with AD and LeBron, but all of the negativity, all the injuries that plagued us, the poor coaching, the you know, poor roster constructions, the bad trades, it's been torture, to be honest with you, man. It's been really torture to watch. It's been bad, especially since last year. Oh my goodness. I'm more excited about the rally, Dan, rather than anything about basketball. I know a lot of people hit me up. Again, hit me up on Twitter if you're interested, man. And I'm trying to tell people, like, the agenda here is to try to get their attention to either make a trade or rebuild. That's what the rally's going to – that's what it's going to be about. You know, it's not going to be nothing crazy. You know, I don't want idiots going out there saying disrespectful stuff about the Lakers franchise and stuff like that. So I'm going to make sure I vet who I take with me because, I only want the best of the best fans representing the Lakers with me. So, you know, we got to make sure it's respectable, and we don't got any airheads out there doing it for clout because, trust me, a bunch of airheads that will just say anything just to get on the camera. So we don't want that to happen. He's a positive. I like the fact that Russ was driving a lot. It was pretty effective, but no shooters, and that's not on Russ. That is true. He had a much better game. I prefer him off the bench. I've been calling it forever, man. All my information is down below, brother, so you can hit me up down below. Cat owns y'all? Not really, man. Cat's not even the best player on his team. I'm going to give that to Anthony Edwards. I think he's going to end up being the best player out of that team. And don't be shocked if y'all have to end up choosing between Cat and Anthony Edwards. So don't get cocky, because what Cat said last time was cringy and corny as you know what. Talking about the man's diet. Like, relax, bro. You're not his personal trainer. You're definitely not his pops. So what are you doing, Carl Anthony Towns? Just being corny per usual. He said, we lost again. There were no positives. That's true. Dan, I don't think just one trade fixes this. Depends which one it is, Braden, because if it was Russ for the Indiana Pacers, for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, those are two of their top 3 best players. The other one is Tyrese Halliburton, right? So if they want to go in on the full rebuild, that trade will still be available. Now, they might want both of our first-round picks. It's really a hefty price to pay. But, it's one of those things, man. I think Rob's trying to make a smart trade, not just trade for the sake of trading. Listen, he had all summer long, so I'm not going to, there's no more excuses for Rob Pelinka. He had all summer long. He couldn't figure it out then, and now the problems are leaking over to the regular season. So it's not very smart to allow the season to get away and then make a trade. Because I'll tell you what, if we go 0-10, why make a trade at that point? The season is over. What for? Now you're mortgaging the future, and you're not even going to probably make the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? So it's either early or nothing. And we didn't do it early. 5 games in, we're 0-5. If we don't do it now by the next game, worst case scenario, it's going to get uglier. It's going to get uglier, man. D-Lo owns you. Oh, my God. Here he comes, Mr. Creating 1,000 account spammer loser. Per usual. Right on time, loser. Appreciate you, King Jess. The Lakers don't want to trade 2 first-round picks. Well, they don't want to win then. Dan, do you agree we need to trade AD? If we trade AD, it should be for another superstar like Damian Lillard. Otherwise, then just blow it all up. If you're just going to get young players and prospects, LeBron can't play with them. He's never been able to win a championship with young players and prospects. He always needed like the Kevin Loves and veterans, right, on his team. So all I'm going to say is if you're trading AD, it has to be for a superstar that LeBron can play with, the caliber of like a Damian Lillard. Otherwise, there's no point. You might as well start the rebuild and trade everybody. Trade AD now, trade Russ, or just let Russ play out his contract and then trade LeBron in the offseason because he deserves better, right? He don't deserve to. This isn't like the years we had Kobe and he was so loyal to the franchise that he played in poverty teams. This isn't like that, right? Like Lil Deng and Miles got really screwed us over, and Kobe had to play with them chumps for the rest of his career. So this isn't like that. The Lakers have options, and they got to make the right ones. If not, let them go. White girls are my kryptonite. That's so hilarious. I love that name, by the way. It always cheers me up when y'all have senses of humor. He said, how can some of us outside of LA contribute if there's a protest? Laker Nation is deep in New York, and we're ready to put in the work. Listen. I'm the type of dude that I'm super peaceful, man, and I would hate to organize something that gets out of control. So I don't want like a freaking massive crowd. Because trust me, I tweeted this, and over 700 people responded to me and liked, and I got so many DMs I didn't keep track of all of them. So people were really interested, but I don't know them personally, so I don't know how they would behave, and I would feel really bad if we go there and then somebody gets hurt or there's damages. I don't want to do that, right? And if that's the case, then I'm just not going to do it, right? So what I decided to do is I'm gonna handpick a select group of people that I know, plus some people I don't know but that I trust from Twitter and from YouTube, and I will let them know. I will let them know what time it's going to be if it indeed does happen. It's not confirmed yet. And then we'll go from there. You got to be smart. Anytime you're organizing anything, you got to be smart and you got to be respectful, right? I love my franchise. I respect Jeanie. I'm not doing this to disrespect anything that I love, right? That would be counterproductive, right? Jason said, let's protest now. You can go anytime you want. It just will be without me. I'm busy this weekend. He said, Buddy Hield 25. I know, man. Let's not rub it in. I know they had a great game. They were tremendous. They're good players, man. Do I have Instagram? Yes, I do, but I rarely use it, man. I rarely use it. I'm a Twitter guy. He said, vlog the protest and post it on Twitter. Say that disclaimer. I don't even want to vlog it because people are going to confuse it for clout chasing, and that's the last thing I want. Again, this is stemming out of my heart to try to help, the fan base and the Lakers to put pressure on them to do something. The last thing I want to, people to, I got so many haters, man. They're going to try to twist the narrative and say, oh, look at this dude. He's just doing it for clout. Like, if I could organize and not even be there just so people won't say I'm doing it for clout, I would, but people want me to be one of the faces of it. So I'm willing to do it, but it has to be, like I said, it has to be done properly. It cannot be done disorganized and just throw a bunch of randoms out there. You don't know their tendencies. People could go in there and start, breaking stuff, and then I'm gonna feel horrible because how does that look on me, right? I'm a diehard Laker fan, born and raised, so that's the last thing I want. So again, I gotta be smart about it if I am gonna do it. But nothing's confirmed as of right now. I will let you guys know if it does happen indeed, and I already have a big list of interested people. So there's gonna be more than enough. You guys want to support, man? You guys could do it from home. You can keep messaging the Lakers, tell them, hey, make a trade, make a trade. They see it eventually. They're going to be overwhelmed by it. They're going to do something. Do you think we will trade Damian Jones and Ryan and sign DeMarcus, McLemore, and Carmelo? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't know who we're going to trade and when we're going to do it. But in the words of the late, great Kobe Bryant, man, if you care about the season, do something and do it now. Because that's the type of desperation I'm feeling as a Laker fan. Like, the panic button was hit since the last game. I wanted a trade happened since the last game. And now here we are, 0-5. Anthony Davis hurt now. And so much controversies and 0 wins. So it's only getting worse. Not to mention we don't have our own draft pick because it's probably going to get swapped out with the Pelicans one. And the Pelicans might make the playoffs, which will make our pick that they gave us not as valuable. So we're losing every single battle from every single angle right now, and we need something, man. We need some sort of hope, Dan, I'm done being stressed out. I feel you, Johnny. I can't do it, man. My girl gave me a hug before I came on the live stream because she seen me so sad, but I'm just like, it's a part of the territory, It's a part of the territory, man. Win or lose, you guys know where to find me always. So NBA Smack Talk, appreciate you, bro. He said, Dan, I think the fans can protest by not buying tickets and not watching the games on TV until the Lakers put a better product out for the fans. Yes, listen, anybody can protest however you guys want. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what to do. We're all grown adults. If y'all want to go out tonight, it doesn't have my name on it. So whatever happens is out of my, responsibility. But if that's another way you definitely could protest. I mean, if they see crypto empty, then they're going to really hit the panic button because that's a bad look. That's a bad look on the NBA, it's on the Lakers, and for the TV networks, for everything, right? So there is other ways to protest. I can't personally do that. I'm addicted to the Lakers. I got to watch them every time. I mean, I was watching them when they were losing by 70 during the 2016, when we only won 16 games during the season, when we had Kobe's farewell tour and all that. So he said, Dan, this is an absolute disaster for y'all. I know, bro. I know. I'm here for it, though, man. I'm going to be here through all the disasters. It don't matter. I've been here before. So this is not new territory for me, man. We got to find a way to try to stay positive. But right now, there's not much to be positive about, if I'm being fairly honest, right? But I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best to, I guess, hope for a better tomorrow. That's all we can do. All we can do is hope. That's it. Yeah, no spamming, bro. Anybody that spams get blocked automatically. That's the rule. Because we need to hear everybody's voice out. If you need to get your voice heard, then you got to make sure you find a different way to do that. Don't spam. Don't take up the whole space. So cut everyone and play the Lakers D-League players. Again, look, all I can say is they have to do something. There's no way that they're going to punt away the season knowing that LeBron James just signed that contract extension and gave them that trust. He literally said, okay, I trust you guys. I won't hold you hostage like I did Dan Gilbert and like I try to do Pat Riley. I trust you guys. And what are we doing? What are we doing, right? We're punting away the season, 0-5, and we don't make trades? I swear, man, we better wake up tomorrow to some sort of rumor, new Rob Pelinka working the phones, anything. Give us something to go off of. Seriously. Because Laker fans are sick and tired of the same old thing. Oh, we need more time to gel. We heard it last season and the year before that. We're not going to take the same excuse. That one's played out. That one's played out. Any updates on Shooter and Thomas? Well, there was a video posted today. They were doing thumb wars, trying to work out their injury. So they're probably like a couple weeks away. They're for sure they're a couple weeks away. So, but I mean, we're talking about Dennis Schroeder, who didn't have a good first year with the Lakers when he was here. And then Thomas Bryant, who we don't know if he's even going to get a lot of playing time because even though Wenyen Gabriel had a good preseason, he's been shelved. And again, he had a good game tonight, and he was benched in the fourth quarter. in favor of Russ again. So another mistake from me, from the coach. He said Max Christie needs more developing minutes. We're already losing. Man, listen. Let me ask Laker Nation this. How far do the Lakers have to slide before Rob actually has to come out and answer questions to the media? That's one thing I hate that he never does. When does he give face to the media? Like, he literally waits till everything is over, till the coast is clear before he comes out. And then he'll give us some speech about how the bread is dry and water is wet, like in the desert, and a blessing that came and blah, blah, blah. Like, bruh, get straight to the point. Are you not trading the picks? Because if you're not, start the rebuild. It's that simple. We're giving you an ultimatum as Laker fans. We don't want to be, bottom of the barrel, middle of nowhere type of team. We need to have some sort of direction, period. It's that simple. It's not, He said Jeanie Buss is leading the Lakers. It's not Rob. No, it's definitely Rob, because Jeanie Buss has said it before. She empowers the front office to do what they have to do, and they just have to, go to her for the green light. So obviously, Rob's not doing his job. He's not going to her for the green light. There's no green lights he wants, right? Either that or he's trying to save face because he knows Russell Westbrook was his decision, and he doesn't want to make it look like it was a big mistake. It was. The whole world could see it. You shouldn't compound that by making more mistakes. Trolls are out tonight. It's so annoying when they come out. Like, they wait till we're down and they come out. It's like, bruh, you're not getting my attention. Gabe, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the Cash App. He said, time to get drunk and watch horror film. Good game. You're right. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Y'all got any horror movies y'all seen lately that are pretty good? I haven't seen any this year so far. I'm a big horror flick fan, but it has to be good because the last Halloween was disappointing. I haven't seen the new one. If anybody got any suggestions, that would truly help, man, to get our mind off of the Lakers at this point, because, man, this has been a nightmare as a Laker fan. I just hope we can get better. Facts. He said, Dan, the Lakers just cannot trade LeBron before he breaks the record. We will not rebuild it. There's no way they can trade him anyways this season. That's the bottom line. But I'm saying if they're about to trade LeBron, then you trade AD right now before he continues to diminish his value by getting hurt more. If that's the route you're going to take, you got to start with somewhere, right? LeBron can't be traded until the summer, so stop asking for him to be traded every one. Can't happen. So next. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Tasia. Absolutely. My boy RZ says, Reeves can shoot. We need to build his confidence. He's good. I've been calling for him to start. To be honest with you, because he can floor space. He can play make. He just, like you say, he needs to get his confidence up and shoot a little bit more, be more selfish. He's very unselfish. But yeah, I mean, we need more players like that on the roster. He's not enough. We need more options because, it's tough. It's tough to catch any sort of a rhythm when you got so many brick masters out there just basically building brick houses, brick mansions. I think there was a movie called Brick Mansion, wasn't there? They traded Russ and AD ASAP, Miles and Buddy balling. Facts, but it hurts. We should have did that trade. I said in the summer I wouldn't give up both unprotected picks, but at this point I'm so desperate. Give them whatever they want. Give them whatever they want. I still think even right now 0-5, if we go out and we get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, there's still a chance you can save the season. But if they ask for more now, then we can't give them nothing because we don't have more than that. He said Darvin Ham's a crappy coach. He's made several mistakes. Remember, he is a rookie coach. He's made the going small ball is just not working. Every time he does that, we lose automatically. Like, we were in the game. We come out in the fourth quarter. We go small. Rudy Gobert finished feasting on us. He was already feasting throughout the course of the game. He did, and Rudy Gobert's not even nice like that. He's a good rebounder and good shot blocker, but he had over 20 points. He's not that guy. Right? He said, Jeanie Buss needs to be like Elon Musk and fire everyone. I wish. Imagine she had that killer instinct. That would be crazy. I think Rob would have been gone. I think he would have been gone. Because let's be honest, Rob Pelinka has not made true on his promise. He said he wasn't satisfied with settling for the 2020 championship. So far, he looks pretty satisfied to me. right? He looks pretty satisfied. He looks damn satisfied to me. But look, man, I hope that the front office is embarrassed from the product they have built this summer. And I hope that they come out here and they make it right. For the fans' sake, for LeBron's sake, for the sake of the Lakers brand. Like, we need to be competitive every single year, at least. At most, we need to be contending every single year. But I'll settle for competition. And we've already got, we missed the playoffs last season. We can't miss the playoffs again. He said, are we watching the same thing? I don't know what you're watching. I'm watching Lakers basketball. I watch every single minute of it. So you cannot question me, bro. We don't have enough bigs. We have enough bigs, Carlos, but we don't play them. And the other one that we have, the backup one, Thomas Bryant, he's injured. But really, Wenyen Gabriel and Jones at least did a decent job of manning the paint in the first half. Second half, we played a lot more small ball. He said, have to fight for the last play-in spot. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Not this season. Who still thinks it was Vogel's fault? Me. Vogel was trash last season. He was trash, and he never benched Westbrook. Look how good Westbrook looked in his first game off the bench. So I still think it was Frank Vogel's fault. Exactly. And not just his fault. Of course, I didn't like Westbrook last season. And of course, we didn't have enough shooting. We were old. But look, we're younger now. Still don't have enough shooting. And we still have problems. So, but I'll say Vogel was a huge problem for us. That's why he got fired. He rightfully got fired. And it's weird that you use this opportunity to to bring up Vogel. It's like, does he really have stands like that? Alex, unfortunately, we are probably going to miss. You're talking about the playoffs? Oh, man. Yeah, at this rate, we are, for sure. If the Lakers do nothing, for surely we're missing the playoffs. And the Pelicans are going to find themselves with a really nice draft pick. They might be the funnest team in basketball to watch already. If they had a big-time player like that, oof, it's going to be even harder to resist watching them. He said, Dan, right now, I would replace Darvin Ham with Mark Jackson and replace Pelinka with Jeff Van Gundy. No nonsense, dudes. Somebody mentioned, who was it? Masai Ujiri. Now, he's not, I don't think he's attainable. He's with the Raptors, but that's the type of guy we need right there. We're talking about a man of action, a man that makes everything happen immediately. He didn't wait till, Kawhi to leave several years and then the rebuild. Nah, this man immediately brought in role players and drafted extremely well. That's what we need. But I want to know, final question of the night, Laker Nation. Being 0-5 right now, as we are, do you guys prefer the Lakers just to trade everybody away, starting with Anthony Davis, and then LeBron in the summer, and then Russ expires, and we start with a fresh, clean slate, bunch of cap space? Or do you guys prefer the Lakers to trade for like a Miles Turner, Buddy Hield? All right, I'm going to need you guys to leave that comment in the comment section because I want to read it later on. Right now, I'm stressed, man. I'm going to go have a drink. Like my man said, probably watch a horror movie. That's not a bad idea. And just kick back, all right, because I need to unwind. This has been bad, guys. This has been bad. RZ said, losing is poison. How is the locker room chemistry? Horrible. Yes, Dan, let's just blow it up no matter what. Yes. Go all in. Try to compete. Trade everyone. Go get Jerry West back. Miles and Buddy. So, again, it's just all kinds of different opinions. One thing's for sure, though. We're not happy the way we are right now. That is not an option, right? So, that's for sure. And we got to apply pressure in the front office to give us at least a sense of a direction. If they're going to rebuild, then let us know that, right? Let the rumors of LeBron being traded in the summer and Anthony Davis, they're looking for a trade partner. Let all that commence and we'll settle down. Or make the right move. One or the other. Let's hope they make the right choice moving forward, man, because Laker fans have had enough. I know I sure as heck have. All right, but that's going to wrap it up for me, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Always. If this felt more like a therapy session than a post-game recap. So I truly appreciate you guys, man. Truly. Everyone except the trolls. And shout out to my sponsor, Prize Picks. And again, check your messages, because if you got a message from me, you won the prize, man. Claim your prize before somebody else gets chosen tomorrow. So make sure you do that, man. Shout out to the sponsors. All right, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me. I'll catch you guys. If anything breaks, you know where to find me. Hopefully, right? Otherwise, make sure you keep it locked. Hit that post noti bell, And stay alert for all things Lakers. #1 channel, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.